So good.
I love you so much.
What?
Good morning, everyone. I am back. We are back. Oh, I forgot to change the name. Now we're Autumn and Richard. My bad.
What's up?
Right now it says just Autumn, but that's not true because my name's Autumn and I'm here with my husband Richard. Welcome to the Watch Autumn Keto
So cute.
morning live. We go live every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Also hashtag Whack Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Just talking about keto, talking about our lives, talking about how keto fits into our lives together. And then you can check us out on the interwebs right here. I'm late, so I'm just rushing through this. Check us out on the interwebs right here. Get you some Keto Strong gear right there. And now let's hop into the comments. What?
We didn't switch the cameras out.
Oh my gosh, we're on the webcam. Ew! Look how grainy we are. Gross. We need to plug the webcam or the actual webcam.
Yes.
Look at
Well, it'll be a little grainy.
It'll be a hashtag grainy day,
It's
but
okay.
still carb free, grain free.
The
The image is the only thing grainy about what we got going on today. You know what I'm saying? Or we keeps the keto. All right? Okay. I'm just happy to be back with my husband.
So
Heath is here. He says first. Renee's here. Says good morning, Autumn and Richard. Happy Monday. Same to you, Renee. I have not read your email yet, but thank you so much. I keep forgetting that people can log in before
yes.
we get here, so they're talking to each other, not just me. It's all about
true.
me. In the words of Maya. Rhonda said, hello, Whack fam. Hi, Rhonda. How are you doing? Jerry Ben West in his house says, good morning, Whack fam. Hoofness here says, good morning, Wark fam. Welcome back, Autumn, and thanks for making time to check in. Have a great meaty week, everyone. I love that. Yeah. I love all the meats, then the cartwheel emoji. I am here for that.
I am also.
Joyce said, good morning, Whack fam. Hope you all have a good day. Same to you, Joyce. Dee said, morning, good weathers. Glad to have my favorite keto couple back together again. I miss my husband so much.
And you don't have to worry about anybody walking in hotel rooms oblivious to camera.
I know, right? Bless my sister's heart. Rhonda said, great vacation. Just getting back to work. Going to be ear hustling this morning. Got a lot of catching up to do. Yes, awesome. Rhonda, glad to have you here. Kelly's here, says, good morning. Blue Dove's here, says, morning all. Happy Amazon Prime Day. Yes, I have already taken advantage. I bought a tablet. I need a new tablet because mine doesn't hold a charge. So I bought it in a phone, but I didn't buy the phone on Amazon Prime. I got the phone from the cable company, but I did get the cases from Amazon. So yeah, Brianna said, good morning, Whack fam. Hi, Brianna. Glad you're here. Mary T said, good morning, Autumn and Richard and the Whack fam. Perfect timing. I'm up, fed the cat, made food, and filled my hummingbird feeders and poured coffee exactly in time to see you all. That's awesome. And I was a little late, so you have some extra time.
Exactly.
TC here says, good morning, all. Amber is here. I just missed her.
Good morning, Amber and TC.
Says, good morning, Whack fam. Yes, absolutely. B Sweet said, good morning, everyone. Welcome back, Autumn, listening in while making breakfast for the kiddos. Absolutely awesome. He said, are you still on the road? I know, I was super late, but I'm here now. Joe Ray said, good morning, made it. Melissa said, good morning and happy Monday, Whack fam.
Happy morning, everyone.
Gigi's here, says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? Awesome. Teal said, hi, everyone. Hi, Teal. I'm glad that you were joining the lives. And I know you joined them, but I'm glad you're commenting.
Exactly.
I miss your comments. Amber said, look at you, so bright and pretty today. Oh, thank you so much.
I was going to say the same.
Oh my God, Mary T said Prime Day is postponed in Canada due to COVID. Where they do that at? That's crazy. He said, smash that thumbs up on this mandatory meatball Monday. Oh, that sounds delicious.
I love a good meatball.
Latanya said, good morning. Happy Monday, Whack fam. Judy said, glad you guys made it home safely. Yeah. We ran into another accident and then some constructions. I didn't get home till 3:30.
Okay, I was wondering what was taking long.
Yeah, it was another accident and more construction.
Traffic slow to a crawl.
Yeah. And then once we got like 40 miles away, there was back construction. There's always back construction between here and Nashville. Yeah.
They could always refix something.
We left at 8:00 on the dot. And I mean, honestly, like 7:45 is when we got like in the garage, got out of the hotel, but we were on the expressway at 8:00, right? And that means that we didn't get home till 3:30. So that's 7.5 hours. That is the longest trip we've ever had. So it was horrible. Yeah, and it's normally like 6. So we spent an extra 90 minutes on the road. Meaning I spent an extra 90 minutes with my sister, asking me if that's what I wanted to do that day. But I'm glad we made it home. Beth's here, says good morning, Whack Fam. Keto Dana's here, says good morning and happy Monday, Whack Fam. The doctor's in today, says good morning, Whack Fam. And Shelby said, welcome home. I'm glad to be home. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh my God. Dee said I was actually listening to that song by Maya the other day. I love her. Maya is my sister's favorite female artist of all time. Nice. If you were to ask my sister, what her favorite song is, if at any moment she'll say It's All About Me by Maya or like Slow Motion by like Juvenile. Is that Juvenile? It's Juvenile. Yes. Like those are her jam. But like Amber loves Maya. Absolutely.
When Maya was out, I was a bigger fan of Monica.
Yeah, it was Maya Monica works fine kind of in there.
My cousin was a Maya fan. I was a Monica.
No, Amber loved Maya. I didn't love either
Maya
of
was
them.
Nice.
I was more of an Avril Lavigne, Yeah. Like Monica was definitely that sass. Yeah, no.
I was first CD.
I was more
big first CD.
Avril Lavigne, Jessica Simpson, and then of course Britney and Christina.
I saw them on MTV.
Exactly. You was on the BETs of the world. I stayed on MTV, Disney Channel, stuff like that. So no. Gina said, good morning, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks are you? I'm doing good. I'm glad to be home. Dr. Wise said, #straight ear hustling.
The dogs are happy.
Glad that you're here. Oh, look at the dogs. I miss the dogs. I mean, barely, but no, I miss them. It was good to pet their bodies. It was just like, oh, I'm petting their bodies. So yes. Sylvia said, hello. Good morning, Whack Fam. Happy Monday. Exactly. Oh my God, Mary T said, today my husband leaves for his annual fishing trip with his brothers and nephews. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's party time.
How long?
Yeah, I was like, annual trip. Yeah, like a whole week. Jeez Louise.
2 weeks.
I know, right? Brianna said, I got an Instant Pot. I've been wanting one forever and finally took the plunge. Hey. Good for you. Even though our foodie has like pressure cooker Instant Pot functionalities. I have never ever. Oh, you stay using the pressure cooking functionality.
I think we've used all of them. I think except the yogurt one.
He said just released an air fryer cheesy ghost pepper meatball recipe. That sounds delicious. Jerry Ben West had ordered my replacement iPad on Amazon this morning. Saved a few bucks, 6% back. Celebrating Monday Fun Day. Down another couple pounds. Total 56.1. Shed since December 1st. Well, #Keto rocks. That is just amazing. TC said off to work. Have a good day, everyone. You too, TC.
Back at you, TC.
Yes, exactly. But that's awesome, Jerry Van West. I'm so happy for you. Amber said, "Oh yeah, Avril, Skater Girl. Oh yeah, I was definitely she was wide leg pant. She was like the skinny like Skater Girl where she wore like the tank top and the sky and the tie. I was definitely like wide leg, like wallet chain, like grunge, like absolutely.
Seriously, you were?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, wow. Exactly.
No, I was more of a like a usher, kind of a preppy. We wore like it was back when Tommy Hilfiger was a thing.
Yes.
Nautica.
Yes. Oh my God. We didn't have any of that stuff because we were poor.
I'm just saying what other people were doing. I went to JCPenney and bought the.
You're right. No, we got all our clothes from the Goodwill. My granny, like we got everything we owned from the Goodwill.
No, we would go.
Lisa said, "Hey, Whack Fam,
we went for
Lisa."
A super sale.
Yes.
We would go and attack that. If it went on the clearance rack, quit looking at regular racks. You better go find them orange tags and them.
Blue Dove said, I think I'm getting an air fryer today. Everyone seems to love them. Yeah. So I'm going to say, like, because it's Prime Day. I don't know how much, I don't know the price disparity between like an air fryer and a Ninja Foodie, like one of them 8-in-1 sort of things.
It's a couple hundred.
Oh, okay. Well, never. That's a lot. That's a big difference. 100. Yeah, but I was going to say that 8-in-1 joint though, like, really works well for us. Yes. Whereas like the air fryer, like
only
if it's the air fryer only, you know, but still, if that's all you're going to do, because like I said, there's no point in getting an 8-in-1 if all you're going to do is air fry. But like, you know, he pressure cooks, I dehydrate, like we dehydrate, like we also air fry, you know.
The
so
Pot does a bunch of those. They have, like, a lot of companies have the 8-in-1s.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's not
just like the foodie. Okay, good.
Everybody has all the buttons and the dials.
Cece said, "Good morning, Autumn and Richard and the family. Glad to be back home as well." Yes, we saw you out there in LA getting your entire line.
Cece.
Yes. Oh my God. D said I was into it all. Avril 741, Lincoln Park. There wasn't anything on MTV I wasn't jamming to back in the day. You're right. I still listen to some Lincoln Park, like when I just want to get my entire life. Blink 182.
And see, I think I kept my foot perfectly in both worlds.
Yeah.
Because I was always, I knew all those first CDs and I banged all of them too.
Yeah.
But I was also, I was on MTV Countdown.
Yeah.
And I'd be on BET Countdown.
No, like, you know, like I always said, I only knew rap and R&B songs if they made popular, like if they made MTV, you know? So like there's some like deep cuts or some songs that are really popular on the rap and R&B charts that I'm like, oh, if those didn't cross over to the pop charts, I've never heard of it, you know?
So exactly. That's how it was just like.
But that's why I know all the standards and staples, because if they were so popular, they made it to pop music, then I would know it. That's how I know like pretty much all the words to Air Force One.
I was gonna say it's one of those karaoke.
Back that thing up.
You can find it in a karaoke book.
Then I know it exactly. If it's like top 40, you know, and so yes. Amber said I have the fryer oven and I love it. Yes, absolutely.
See, there you go.
Holly's here, says, "Good morning, wife. Happy Monday. Glad you and Amber made it home safely." I am too.
Yay.
So he said also smoking pork butt today. I am so glad that I am glad that my husband, he is so thoughtful. He asked, like, what can I do to help you, you know, on your way home? So I told him to grill up all the meats, and he did. So I have all my burgers and brats made for the week already, and I'm very excited about that. Yes, you did. It was nice of you to do that for me. Brianna said, "Have you ever heard the rumor that how Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a lookalike? People come up with the crazy conspiracy theories." I have heard that. I will say that, like, when Avril Lavigne, like, after like Complicated and Skater Boy, and then she went away for a few years, and then she came back with like What the Hell and everything, and I was just like, she looks different, but maybe it was just because she dyed her hair blonde. I don't know, but still, I don't think she was replaced with another person.
The human body changes a lot.
Yeah, like, you know, and maybe she got plastic surgery, you know, to like, or maybe she lost a lot of weight. I just remember she looked a lot thinner, you know. Yeah, so. These here says, "OMG, I made it live, still hustling life, getting back to normal. So I've been crazy busy." Well, we're glad you're here right now. Absolutely.
Welcome all.
Yes.
Absolutely
Skipped ahead because my mom's here. Says, "Greetings and salutations, WAG fam." Hi, Mom. Glad you're here. My mom came over. Mom, you'll be glad to know I ordered a new phone today. It was directly related. Samsung Galaxy S21.
Oh, you got the new one.
Yeah, well, that's all they had. That's all they had available.
They have the 20.
Yeah, no. They had the SE. I got the cheapest version. They had the S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. I was like, S21. You know, like I don't need all of that.
Well, so got all of that anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. So I got a notice from Sprint, because I'm currently on Sprint. I got a notice like, just as a reminder, we will soon be retiring the nation's 3G network that your phone is currently running on. And I was just like, is my phone still 3G? So it was time for me to get a new phone. But I had to. I got a new phone because I know that I've been missing phone calls. Like Amber would be like, "I called you and you didn't pick up," and I'm like, "No, a call didn't register here." But yesterday I texted my mom to let her know I was home. And she was just like, you know, okay, well, I called her and she didn't answer. And she texted me and said, "I'll call you back." And then that was the last communication I got from her. And then like 30 minutes later, I'm sitting here watching TV and my mom just walks in and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, what are you, hey, whoa, hi Mom, how you doing?" She's like, "I've been calling you. I texted you. I even called the WAC phone," which was once again in the kitchen because I wasn't doing any work that day, you know? And so I was just like, "Yeah, I'm here." She's like, "I've called you like 4 times." And I was like, "What? I did not get your phone call." I was like, "Look, I did not get your phone call." So then I so she literally sat there in front of me and called me, and it was like, and I was like, wow, nothing's happening. Then she was like, I was like, "You've reached the voicemail of Autumn," you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so that went to voicemail and I did not get, no notification that I got a phone call. So then I turned off my phone and turned it back on. And then I got like 3 text messages from her back to back. I was like, wow, I can't be doing that. But that wasn't the first time I'd done that, but it was essentially the last straw. I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and get another phone for my birthday, which is coming up in a few weeks anyway. So I was like, I'll go ahead and do it now while I'm thinking about it.
It's your perfect gift to yourself.
I know, right? Nicole said, morning all.
I don't have to just imagine that.
Exactly. Mary T said, who are all these people? I'm so old. Yeah, no, I mean, they were back in the 90s, like the mid-90s. Like, it wasn't really grunge. 95. It was like emo grunge. You know, you remember all that?
They made it on MTV.
Yeah. Amber said if it wasn't in the club. Exactly. Like, if I didn't hear it in the club, you know, which, don't get me wrong, I ain't go to nobody's club.
I was going to say,
it was more like TRL Countdown. Like, if it wasn't on today's pop hits, I wasn't listening to it.
If it was in the top 40.
No.
Nationwide top 40.
Moving in silence is here. Says, I listened to you while I work, never commented before. Keto 11 months, down 45 pounds now, maintaining. Snap. That's amazing. Moving in silence. I love the picture of that delicious hamburger. That's your profile picture. So, yeah, like I'm so glad you commented. Thank you so much. And congratulations on all your weight loss success.
And very impressive on your moving in silence.
Yeah, exactly. Like lasagna. Yeah. That's how the G's move. Jeray said, ear hustling now, taking my daughter to her summer program. Oh, well, glad that you are listening to us. Safe travels. Mom said, Autumn, did you finish watching Les Mis? So yesterday I started watching Les Mis.
Yes, you did.
For some reason, because look, I got home. I was like, I'm not working today. I'm not doing anything because it was a 7.5-hour car trip. I was exhausted, you know?
You were fine.
And I was just like, I want to watch something. Yeah, like he went to his dad's house for Father's Day, which I felt bad because like I wanted to go, but I was like, I don't want to go. Like I just got home, you know? And so he didn't expect me to go, which was really nice. But I was like, I want to watch something totally out of left field. Like I don't even want to watch something that like I've been dying to watch for a while because like I'm not even in that mental space to pay that much attention to it, right? So I looked on Netflix and was like, what's in your list? And I started looking. I was like, Les Mis, let me turn that on. Boy, I've never seen the stage play. So or the musical. So as someone that loves musical theater, I feel like that's one of my secret shames is I've never seen Les Mis, right? So I was like, let me go ahead and just watch this movie. Y'all, this whole story, I'm watching it. No, long story short, I have not finished it yet because like NBA. It was very long. In the NBA basketball came on, I was like, we could turn off Les Mis. I just started watching it just because I'm at the point. I didn't realize it spanned such a long period of time. There's like 20 years going on in this whole show. So I'm at the point where like Cosette is an adult. I'll just say that, right? You know, exactly. She grows into an adult, right? So, I mean, the story's interesting. It came out in 2012. It's very star-studded, and I was like, wow, they got a lot of people in this movie. But like,
it was big. I do remember the
it was big. So I never seen it. So no, I did not finish it, but I'm going to finish it. I was just always thinking, Wolverine, exactly. Wolverine, exactly. Wolverine versus Gladiator, exactly.
I think it's the second musical he's done. Right?
Yes.
The carnival one.
The Greatest Showman. Yeah, no, they love. I mean, mom, because mom sat here and watched me. Yeah, because he's a great singer. Mom sat here and watched Les Mis with me for like 30 minutes, and then we paused it. And I was like, I can't listen to this anymore. Like it just like the sing talking and it didn't rhyme. And I was like, I just gotta take a break. I was like, yeah, man, Hugh Jackman's really going in. She goes, Hugh Jackman's in this movie? I was like, he's who we've been watching the whole time. She said, Hugh Jackman from The Greatest Showman? I was like, yes, that is him. I mean, you know, in the very beginning, he was so like skinny and like dilapidated looking. Like she didn't really know that was him. And I was like, yeah, that's because in the Greatest, in The Greatest Showman, he's like lively and vibrant. This one, he's like skinny and almost,
he's always Wolverine to me.
Yes.
He's just Wolverine is a showman.
He said, I too had to get a new phone. I kept getting a temp too low to charge notice, ordered a replacement. And then last Friday, it died at the beginning of a feast due to being too hot. Exactly. I was like, temp is too cold. How is it too cold to charge? Amber said, I was border pop alternative artist. Same for me. That's the same. If whatever genre of music it was, if it was so popular alternative that it made its way onto top 40. If it was popular country and it made its way onto the top 40, like that's why I know a bunch of random things because if they crossed over into pop music,
I would watch all the charts.
That's I'm 46 and I know them all. I mean, they go back to it's the 90s. So.
I tried to. I mean, the way it also works is like you can research. Like history has happened. Like
yes,
just like people who were born in the 90s know 70s music.
Yeah,
you know 60s music.
Yeah.
Like you can actually look a book. Like, that person existed.
The interweb, not a book. No one reads books anymore.
Go to your Dewey Decimal System.
Yes. Do they still use the Dewey Decimal System? Blue Dove said, "Oh, the Ninja Foodie 9-in-1 is on a good sale. I do have a good Instant Pot that does a lot of these functions." Ooh, I don't know. Interesting.
I mean, if you already have one that does a lot of, it depends on if you want to do that one other function.
Yeah, exactly, right? If you just need air frying, just get the air fryer, right? You don't need.
You got everything but dehydrated. You're like, I want to make so much jerky.
Yeah, exactly.
What do I do?
Brian's here. Says, "Great morning, y'all. Happy Monday, everyone." Hi, Brian. Glad that you're here. Oh, Jerry Van West, hot take. Suns in 4. And who are they playing?
Clippers.
The Clippers. I don't. I mean, good for them. I don't know.
That sounds possible.
On our way to the finals. D said never seen Les Mis either. I don't think I'm missing anything. Although I do love Anne Hathaway. Never mind. I was going to spoiler alert for you. But
even though it's muy old,
it is muy old. I would say Trey because it's French. You know. So, but yeah, like it's okay. It's one of those things where like you kind of just need to watch it so that you can say you've watched it, right? That's how I feel about The Color Purple.
Personally, my sarcastic I can't watch it without like giggling and just making fun of it.
That's what I'm just saying. I was like, wait a minute, did that just rhyme? What? Like
I gotta make fun of it the whole way, but I'm enjoying it. It's just that you're sitting there, man. You make like I'm making fun of it.
Yes,
which I am.
I need to. Lisa said, "Now I need to know to go back to sleep." I thought you were talking, asking Autumn about her exercise videos, Les Mills. When I saw Les Mis, look, they're so close. I mean, absolutely. But like Les Mis, I've never seen the stage play, but I feel like it would be easier for me to suspend disbelief. But when I'm watching this movie, I'm like, y'all are so melodramatic. I was like, oh my god. Yes, it seems very corny. Yeah, you know. So,
and then you have Wolverine just singing to people.
Yes. Let me. I missed it. Mary T said, "I think phones should go the way of calculators. Once they become mass produced, they become cheap. Why are we forced to replace $1,000 phones every couple of years?" You're right. That's what I get the cheapest. Yeah, I get the cheapest one. You know, and I hate the thought of like financing a phone over the course of 2 years. But I mean, they are pocket computers. They're not calculators. They're computers. You know,
nowadays a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so it's just like I get it, but like, dang. Yeah, Brianna said Les Mis was good, but it's so long and intense. Exactly, it's not something you can watch all the time. Yeah, like I have to watch it in shifts, like because I can't do it.
You have to watch it alone.
Yeah,
I can't help but say stuff.
Exactly. I was like, shh, I've never seen this before.
Like, oh my god, it's so goofy.
Yes, exactly.
But I love it's like one of those weird, goofy movies. That
yeah.
Like, it's
well, D said you can go ahead and spoil it. Look, if you don't want to hear a spoiler alert about Anne Hathaway in Les Mis, close your eyes for the next 5 seconds. I'm going to do spirit hands when you're allowed to come back on, okay? Well, no, I'm actually going to do spirit hands for as long as you shouldn't listen. So when I stop spirit hands, that means you can listen again. Anne Hathaway in Les Mis, great part. Like, I like Anne Hathaway too. Great part in Les Mis. She ain't in that movie but for 15 minutes. I don't know if you know the story, but she dies. So, like, it's like we love Anne Hathaway, but I'm like, this is all we get. And then it skips ahead however many years in the future, and like she's gone, right? So if you want to watch Les Mis for Anne Hathaway, don't do it, because that's a 2.5-hour movie for 15 minutes of Anne Hathaway, right? And so, I mean, but you know,
I'm pretty sure you'll know that and hit the pause button and you're like, did I stop?
Yeah, what?
You can change it once you see the death. You're like, well, that was fast.
Yeah, or you can. Yeah, she does die fairly early. That's like another thing. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to watch it all the way through.
But that's the actual cinema.
It's not like she. So it is like in the first 45 minutes. So you're right. You don't have to watch the whole thing. But I was like,
it's fun.
She didn't even know, right? So yes, it was good. That concludes Les Mis spoilers for right now.
It's a good.
Yes. Dee said, I feel like these plays hardly ever translate well into being on screen. I mean, I agree, because there's just like, because in the theater, when like sets are moving and things are happening, you recognize that it's not real life. Whereas when they place it in real life circumstances, it's just harder to realize that it's a play. So.
I think unless you're talking about like back in the day plays, like the one like Dolly or
Hello
Dolly.
Dolly.
Like that translated pretty good on the cinema.
I never saw that. I never saw what's her name, Barbara Streisand. Yeah, no. Really Mary T said, "Yes, I'm that old. I remember when calculators were invented. Now that's crazy." Yeah. He said, "Well, great. Now I can't watch it. I told you to listen for the spirit fingers."
Yes. Oh, it's okay, Heath. Yes. You'll be laughing the whole time as well.
Brianna said, actually, Texas Instruments have a monopoly on graphing calculators. There are other companies, but no one buys them. So TI-83, the TI-83 I had in high school in 98 is the same price as it is right now. What?
100 Chucky.
I remember when Mom, because like I said, we were poor. Like, she had to get 2 graphing calculators. Like, that was a huge expense. For me and Amber, like when we went to high school, like you was like, we gotta have 2 of everything. And you remember when you had to have a TI-83 plus, like, woo, them was expensive.
My goodness.
That's crazy. But we did have TI-83s.
No, the price has not dropped at all. For some reason, those push buttons still to get what X equals.
But exactly. But to Mary T's point, the regular calculators are like $2.99. Like if it's just like a regular calculator. So I could only imagine how much a basic function calculator was when it first came out. That's absolutely crazy.
You would think by now.
I love Snake.
To make a phone to a graphing calculator.
I think it is to a certain extent.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they don't want them to use their phones, I guess. It won't have all the functionality, but let's be honest. We didn't use, even in high school, we didn't use nearly the functionality of everything that the TI-83 could do. Yeah, we can calculate parabolas and stuff like that and quadratic equations, but like...
What'd you say?
You were so rude.
You gave me a flashback to my math class. Oh God.
Oh my God.
I need a tutor.
Oh man, D said, "Thank God our high school had graphing calculators we could borrow." That's some Canadian stuff right there. They do nothing of the sort in these here United States.
You ain't lying. Just throw 3 in a room and we fight.
Mom said, "Yeah, they sell calculators at the Dollar Tree." Yeah, so like basic calculators are nothing. He said, "Nerd, you're a hater. You're a hater, Heath." But no.
Yeah, you definitely was up on it because I didn't hear those words.
I loved graphing calculators. Brianna said, "Autumn, your memory of high school math makes me so happy." Oh, I tell you this.
I have a memory of it too, just the opposite.
Algebra is my favorite subject of all time. Like, I could solve equations for letters and tell you what A and B and X are forever. It is what I do for fun. And so I used to want to be a high school algebra. I never wanted to be a teacher because I didn't want to get in that system. Mm-hmm. But I would want to be a tutor. So if anyone needed help with their high school algebra, I'd be like, that's one of the things that I could always do is I could help kids with math because I love some math.
And I was pretty good at high school algebra. It was once you get into the college level stuff. Right?
I was good at college algebra. I'm good at all algebra.
Because at least in high school algebra, there was like half and half numbers.
Yes.
Once we got to college algebra, they took all the numbers away.
And there's all letters.
Yes. Wait, what now? What am I solving?
So I was good. I was very good at geometry, with the protractors and stuff like that. I was very good at trigonometry with the triangles, all the different types of triangles. I was good at pre-calc, and then I didn't get any further than that. So I never had to take calculus in college. Once again, my advisor was like, "Skirt! You don't need this class, So, so I never went further to see what really I could do, but math is my favorite subject. I actually really enjoy arithmetic, so I know, right? So I'm a nerd, but and then we also used to do that, the plot point with the X and Y axes where you would do the formulas or the equations really. And then, but you would plot all the points and they would make a picture when you drew them and connected them together. Those were my jams. It was really, I was actually president of the math club in high school for 2 years. Yes, I know, right? I enjoy
that. Well, I mean, the only time I know it, I've watched it being implemented is when I watch satellites traveling through space and the calculations scientists have to make light years away.
No, see, I can't do that. That's more
it's super duper.
Brianna says, "I see you have graph paper. You must be plotting something." My favorite. Best joke I've seen all day.
Yay!
That makes me happy. It's a math pun. Those are the best puns.
It's a teacher joke. My sister's a teacher.
Yes.
I know
So yeah, I loved high school algebra. I loved algebra in general.
Very, very math forward.
Yes, I was math forward. Mary T said I worked as a support staff at a college for 30 years in the School of Business. Wow, we taught math to all business students. My math experience is consoling failing stat students. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yes. Oh, you know what? Statistics wasn't necessarily my favorite, but I was okay at it. I actually really did enjoy it. In college, my favorite class that was because it was so similar to algebra to me. Yes. I had to take logic for some reason. Like I think maybe it was logic and statistics together, but clearly my favorite part of that was logic. It's one of those like if all squares are rectangles or all rectangles squares sort of thing. You know, if A equals B, but B is greater than C, is A greater than But I love that stuff.
No,
like, I absolutely love that stuff.
No, I was more of a theory kind of guy. Let me go in classes where you could pontificate on ideas.
No, I hated English and I hated talking. Language arts.
That's my world.
He said I took extended algebra in high school. It was algebra 1 over 2 years. I was not good at math, so naturally I became a cabinet maker as a profession. I mean, you got to measure stuff, right? That's counting, right?
That's a lot of measurements. Measure
Blue Dove said, boy, what would we do without graphing parabolas? Exactly. You never need any of that stuff. D said, funny enough, I did great at math with my tutor, but the way my school taught it was so confusing, I had to drop it. No need for math doing translation in university. Fortunately. Exactly. Yes, my gosh. Brianna said, I'm the math league coach. So nerdy. Math is a competition. That seems fun. So that makes me happy.
Like space clubs or something like that.
Exactly. So yeah, Mary T said algebra is logical for sure. Like I loved logic. Okay, let me get to here's what all y'all want to know. Y'all haven't seen me weigh myself. You haven't seen me weigh myself.
Living all your logic.
In so many days.
I was way better at English and like storytelling and writing and.
Do you know my favorite part of English was diagramming sentences because it was like math, you know? It's like which part is the noun? Where's the verb? Boy, I could spot a prepositional phrase like nobody's business, right? Like you had brackets,
so
you had parentheses. Yeah, well, I don't like editing, but yeah, I am because I do read for the rules. I love the rules.
No, I read for the wonder.
Okay, guys, so here it is. When I last weighed myself on Tuesday, it was 194.8. I'm not going to rewrite that because that was how much it was last Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I remember that. So remember, we talked all about how I did so well on my trip, about how I didn't overeat. I stayed keto as much as possible, like 99% of the time, right? And, you know, I honestly had no frame of reference for what I would weigh. I just knew I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel my huge stomach full of food. That was a new feeling. But I didn't track anything, and I was like, do I feel lighter? Do I feel heavier? I can't really tell, so let me stop worrying about it and let me get these knowledge nuggets. You know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, knowledge nuggets, right? So sprinkle, you're right. So I weighed myself today for the first time in a very long time, and I stepped on the scale, and it was 195.4. That's a gain of 0.6 pounds. That means I went on a trip and I only gained 0.6 pounds. Yay. That is a win. That is a huge, huge win.
Eating, didn't know what you was eating.
I didn't know. I didn't weigh and measure and everything. Exactly. Mom said woodshop and home economics were my favorite subjects. Yeah, I would like those too. We didn't take either of those. So he said my best subjects were lunch, woodshop, English, and history. Oh my God. And Brian said cue Richard falling asleep again. I know. Nicole said I loved English as well. So man, Mary T said I had a baby at 16. My degree came from the School of Hard Knocks. Lord Jesus.
Well, anything physical. I loved anything physical. Woodshop, gym, track.
Oh, I hate the gym.
Anything that we did that was like an athlete or a sport.
Gigi said, I think you should send your advisor a thank you note for keeping you from wasting a lot of your time with things you never need. I mean, in the long run, she's one of the reasons I graduated summa cum laude, because I did great in all the
some reason you're very cantankerous
that I needed. I wanted to take it, but you know what? She was actually right. I never say she wasn't right. So
she gave me nothing I wanted.
Yes.
She helped me.
Exactly. Like she kept me from being great, but you know what? Probably with good reason. You know.
Yeah.
Gigi said that's great, Autumn. Holly said that's great. Thank you. Mary said, "Woo, way to go!" I'm very proud of myself. I am very proud of myself. So here's my plan for July, and actually, I'm kind of starting this week, but not really. I mean, when I don't have a week to go shopping and set it up, But my plan for July is I'm going to eat every day, and I'm going to eat 1,900 calories a day starting. And then I'll see if my weight changes at all. And then if not, then I'll start to cut from there. What I want to do is build my body up to a baseline of how many calories I'm eating a day.
Okay.
I no longer as of right now, I no longer like the variation of one day I eat a lot, one day I eat a little, next day I eat a lot, the next day I eat a medium amount. That I want to eat the same amount of calories every day, and then see what my weight would stabilize as if I ate that much, and then I can start to cut from there. So I'm starting at 1,900 calories. And so my goal is to eat that every single day in July or less, but not to exceed 1,900 calories. But like the 4th of July is in there. I think that might really be the only time where, also your next taping is somewhere in there. I won't indulge. Like I can't do well when I don't weigh and measure the food. Right. So and so that's my goal, and then we'll start going from August. If I go 3 weeks into July, like my weight's not changing at all, then maybe I'll cut down to 1,800 and we'll go from there. So it's essentially a calorie cut, but I am starting at 1,900, and I'm going to stay there for at least 2 weeks to see what happens.
Definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, he said gym was the worst. It was no fun always getting picked last. I did make the junior high football team, but the no pass, no play rule canceled all those plans. Oh man, I know, right?
You win for losing.
I was always picked. I was kind of picked in the middle, because whenever you're picked for a sport, they start with the most athletic people that can, the most people that are skilled in that sport to help you win,
or the most popular.
Or the most popular, exactly. But then after that, they go for sheer size in terms of this is a big person that could just do some stuff,
if you want to win, but it also about you want to win because.
And I was big. I was tall.
Just because you're big, you might be slow too.
Exactly, but you might
want to get faster, small person.
Yeah, so I feel like the fast, small people were always, or the popular people. So it really did go popularity first, and then skill at whatever you were doing, and then for me, I always got picked in the middle because I was large.
Also, but you know how most jocks are. They are the popular people too. So
yes,
most of the jocks
exactly have the skill at what you're doing.
So that's the people you need to know.
Blue Dove said, one last question about the foodie. Does it have a non-stick coating? And if so, is it holding up well? I think it does have non-stick coating, and it is holding up well. So
it's stuck it off really. You just wipe it clean.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not chipped off or anything. Cece said, "I loved choir. I wish I was in choir, but I never thought to be in choir. I was in the orchestra,
choir in church.
Yeah, I know, right? I was in choir at church. So
I don't think my school had a church choir.
Yes, no. Brian said, I was horrible at math in high school, but taught myself algebra from a military textbook after leaving the military. Ended up taking physics in college when getting my radiology tech degree back in the 90s. That's amazing.
Good Lord,
look,
that's a heck of a chart.
I will always, physics will always leave a sour taste in my mouth because I had a horrible teacher. This man, it was one of those, is it snake oil? It's not fish oil. We actually need that. Either way, this man was essentially, I'm not going to call him a con artist.
What's a snake oil salesman?
Okay, so he was kind of a snake oil salesman in the terms of, in his ability to relate to students, 100%. In his ability to break down physics concepts into real world applications that we still remember, 100%. In his ability to test you on the information that he taught you in the way that he taught you, 0%. So here's the thing. You remember I told you I can't understand from books, from reading. I need it to be presented to me, right?
So me nothing.
In physics class, we would do all these amazing experiments. Like that's how I remember. To this day, I remember that torque is force in a circle. Like, right? It's like force, but in a circle. And I remember like how he burned the gummy bear. I remember how he laid on a bed of nails and let us like hit him with a hammer to show that when you distribute the pressure, when you distribute the pressure, it doesn't like, that's the difference between laying on one needle versus a bed of needles, right? I remember the concepts, but he did not test you on the concepts. So I even remember why, like work, in the formula for work, distance is on the denominator because like that's why stairs like can go like this and it's such a short span, but a ramp has to cover more distance so that it can be longer, a larger number on the denominator. I remember those things from high school, but he would test you on the formulas. Like he would say,
Superman.
He would say, this car or like this thing is going this many miles an hour and the circumference of the circle is this large. What is the torque? And I'm just like, we didn't do any of these we didn't do any of the math problems. We only talked about the concepts.
You did the hands-on stuff.
Exactly. So I'm just like,
said, break out your paper
and like learn how this works. But that's what he tested on,
level stuff.
And I was just like, not fair. Me and my best friend.
That's like 400 level.
And everyone said he was such a great teacher because we got to do cool stuff like hit each other with hammers and stuff like that. But the way that he taught the material was non-existent, right?
Sound like a teacher I would listen to.
He won like Teacher of the Year, all this stuff. And we were like, this guy's a fake. He's a phony.
Was anybody in class passing it?
Here's another thing. He let you grade your own test.
Well, I'm loving this guy then.
No, because that wasn't the point. Because here's the problem. You didn't grade your own test. You graded a friend's test. Depending on who got your test, you'd be like, but the thing is, if a nerd or someone that literally knew how to do it, if they got your test, they didn't have any incentive to help you out.
No, of course not.
Because they knew the answers, and so should you, right? So there were plenty of times where I failed them tests because I didn't get somebody to look out.
God, I know who you are in high school, man.
But it's just like, I'll tell you this. We cheated our way. Well, I cheated my way through physics because it wasn't fair that he didn't teach us, right?
So I think that was the point. I would learn that after the first test. I'm like, look, if you ain't teaching nothing, then I ain't writing nothing down. I'm like, look at Greg. Me and you do. I'm going to get your test, you get mine. And you just write the answer.
Dana said I was always picked first for Red Rover. I was small and fast. See, here's the thing. I would be picked in the middle for Red Rover because I could build up enough speed, but I was also so physically large. Like, I'm breaking y'all's hands. Like, y'all not holding hands against me, Like, I couldn't. So I totally get that. Cece said non-scale victory went shopping in LA, and I can report that I'm a size 14 versus 22, 24. Praise the Lord. Blue Dove said science and theater were my faves. I never took theater in high school. But I don't even think we really had a theater program. Science was my jam. Only chemistry. Because once again, chemistry was basically math science. I
was going to say hands-on science was my jam.
Yeah.
They focus on more books.
Like we did biology where we had to like cut open worms.
That's the hands-on science. I need to get my mitts wet.
No.
I need to get my mitts.
Get your mitts out of that whole situation.
Get my mitts in the dirt.
No, see, I was more physics with like doing like molecules, like how links chains link and stuff like that. I love that stuff. He said, "Oh man, I forgot about tech theater. We built sets. Plus, we were the ones that ran the lights and soundboards for anything that took place in theater." So I got a minor in theater, and this is what I did in college. I was in the tech crew. I never performed until after I got out of college. Joray said, "Same. My physics teacher hated me, and I hated him right back." D said, I was picked team captain for baseball, but couldn't hit the ball to save my life. That's so funny.
That shows your popularity.
Exactly.
Like, we like you first.
Yes. Brian said practical application of concepts is the thing in physics, not just the formulas. That would have been a horrible experience. Yes. And if he would have asked, how does this work? Yeah. Like, what is the concept that makes this important? I would have been able to write a dissertation. But he tested on the numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
It was not fair.
Yeah. So like in college, professors do that, but they're like 400, 300, 400 level colleges where it's like, you read the syllabus, I'm just going to give you some things and you take the book and you figure it out. After the first test, that's how much you know the teacher. Do they teach the test or do they teach the notes?
Yeah.
Do they teach the book?
But I can't learn that way. So maybe I should have gotten a tutor or something because I can try to read independently myself. And I'm like, I don't. But
that's what I'm saying. Like high level college, they don't help you at all.
Oh, you're right about that.
They give you a syllabus and the first day you either learn or you gone.
See, I took a lot of classes where they actually did help. Not help, but really they only tested on what we learned in class.
Yeah.
Like I said, I only struggled in my MBA program because that's when they literally expected you to do the majority of work outside.
But that's where it changes per professor. Because some professors did teach the notes and they gave you a book, but it's like, read if you want to. Then some teachers wrote notes, but then like none of that's on the page, so you got to read pages 8 to 12. And like what?
Yeah, no, I mean it was.
That's learning.
I'm glad to be out of school. He said in history we were given 100 if we filled everything out. 50 we left one question blank, but you had to actually know the stuff for tests. That's crazy. There were those like daily engagement, like are you actually filling everything out? So
one would be like ask a question about your name.
Yes, Blue Dust of chemistry is very math heavy. The moles, exactly. I missed I would do that stuff for fun. Is what I'm telling. It made me so
you get
happy.
Some chemicals and spray on them.
No, not the moles. Exactly.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
It was just so fun, right? I also will never forget, I was sitting in chemistry class when we learned about 9/11, like when they wheeled in the TV and we stayed in our class. Chemistry was like second period. Like we stayed in that class for the rest of the day. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the teacher. I mean, of course, I remember exactly the entire thing. But I just remember thinking I was just a regular day in chemistry, which was fun anyway. I remember typing class. We had typing on the computer. It was amazing. I remember AT, CAT, BAT, cat, bat, hat, trying to do all of the different suffixes kind of so we can just
take notebook paper over your hands.
Yes.
Just do some adhesive tape and put a sleeve of notebook paper so you couldn't see the keys. Did you do that?
Did they make you? I think we had covers at that point where you could just
back in the day.
Yeah, you were in high school. You were in high school. You were in and out of high school before I got there, sweetie. At that point, they actually had covers to where you had to put your hands under them. So yes, that's so funny. Okay, you guys, we gotta head out. I got to catch up on work. I really have to unpack. I want to talk about that. Do you unpack as soon as you get home, or does that stuff stay in a suitcase for a week? Right? Because we all know. I have to make it a point to unpack and get back to normal, or stuff will stay in suitcases. Plus, I do have to go to the shop today. I got to get back on it. So I know, right? Life picks back up. So everyone, have a great day. Be back on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Back with my husband. Back having a great time. Because we are together.
You're so cute.
And our next traveling will be together, and I'm happy. So have a great day, everyone, and we'll catch you on the outro. Bye.